Hey, what's up you guys? It is Tyler and I had to go to the emergency room. So last Friday I tweeted a picture of myself in the hospital with a caption that said, "What happens when you fuck up your injection, LOL." And first of all, I just want to say that that tweet got 44 likes, and I'm not sure if those were sympathy likes or genuine "good, I hope it kills you" likes. And I'll never actually know. But what I do know is what I did to get myself into that situation, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So the Sunday before last, Sunday the 10th, I did my injection in my hip/glute area as usual, but when I removed the needle from the injection site, it bled for like a solid 2 minutes, which is absolutely not usual. And like for the next few days, I observed a bit more soreness than your standard T-shot is known to cause, but I didn't really think much of it, so. Then Wednesday, the 13th, rolls around and I go to the gym and I train legs. Pretty average workout. I come home and eat and start winding down. And then I noticed that the injection site was like notably sore. Like a lot more so than before. Again, I didn't think much of it. I just sort of wrote it off and went to bed. So the next day, Thursday, the 14th, I wake up and I am in considerable pain. It felt like a really bad bruise. Like someone took an aluminum baseball bat and just went crazy on my ass. I could barely walk. There was like a pretty sizable lump along with some intense swelling around the area. So I was like, this definitely isn't normal. There's something going wrong. And along with some Google-aided investigation, I came to the conclusion that either I had contracted some sort of infection or hit something that I wasn't supposed to hit while doing my shot. But like there was no discoloration at all. It wasn't red, it wasn't warm, so I figured it wasn't an infection and that if I just kind of let it be, it would work itself out. So that's what I did. So finally it's Friday the 15th and I'm hobbling around like an old man because I can barely walk at this point. Like I didn't want to go to the doctor. If it'll go away on its own, that's what I would prefer to happen. I'm kind of just one of those people that's like, you know, unless I'm dying, I'm probably fine and can work it out on my own. I knew that I probably needed to go in case it was infected and they had to like drain it or give me some antibiotics or something. And I think that I would have gone by this point probably, but I recently switched insurance and I haven't got like my card in the mail or a confirmation or anything, so I didn't know if I was like 100% for sure covered and I didn't want to be paying a fucking ER bill. So yeah, I waited some more. And like Friday was a really busy day for me because I promised to film a funeral for my mom's family. Someone had passed away. They wanted a video because not all of the family members could attend. And like that was something that I had known about for a while and I had already told them I would do it. And like I really wanted to be able to help them out and like be there for them and stuff. So I for sure wasn't going to cancel, which means that I basically spent like the entire Friday just limping around with my camera in my hand, trying to be polite and like stay out of everyone's way. But my mom did talk me into going to the ER after everything was over, so that's what we ended up doing. We went and checked into the emergency room and waited in the lobby for like 2 hours, and they were playing the movie The 40-Year-Old Virgin in the hospital lobby with like all these people, and it was a 2-hour wait, so you know there's like a lot of people there and like kids, and it was just kind of hilarious to me that they were playing The 40-Year-Old Virgin. But that's beside the point, sorry. Finally we got checked into a room and the doctor came in there and was like poking around on my ass and it hurt so bad. And I was like, oh my god, stop touching my ass. That sounds weird. It was weird and it was also painful. So what's up, doc? But yeah, she was just like, you know, trying to gauge the situation and see what was going on and asking me all these questions. And I was like hoping that I wouldn't have to tell them I was trans. It's not like they needed that information to diagnose me, so I was hoping we could just kind of skip over that. But she was like asking me questions like suspicious as to why I was on testosterone because I'm too young for like testosterone replacement therapy for like old dudes with low T, you know? So she was like thinking that I was doing some sketchy shit like taking steroids or something. So I did end up having to tell her I was trans, and it wasn't a big deal. She was just like, okay, cool. So she ends up telling me that I did not have an infection. I have a hematoma, which is just like a blood clot in the muscle tissue. And that's because when I did my shot on Sunday, I had actually hit a capillary, and that's why there was so much blood coming out. So then after that, my skin had healed up, but the capillary in there was still like bleeding a little bit, I guess. And then on Wednesday, when I went to the gym and hit legs, I like burst it open and it like just all bled out inside of there. I'm like motioning towards my hip, but you can't see me. So anyways, I had like a bunch of blood in there with no way to get out, and it all clumped up in my muscle. So that's why it was all swollen and super painful. So finding out that it was a hematoma was definitely a good thing, because that meant that I didn't have to worry about having an infection that could spread or, you know, have that thing burst inside my body and like kill me or give me some really gnarly blood disease. So she said basically all I could do was wait for that blood to reabsorb and keep a heating pad on it. There was nothing they could do in the hospital. So they sent me home. So I nursed it for a couple days and pretty much sat around the whole time with a heating pad on my ass. But since then it's gotten like pretty much completely better. The swelling and the lump are pretty much gone and it doesn't hurt anymore. Like even last night I slept on my right side for the first time since this has happened, so that was like a nice feeling, a nice moment. So, you know, I'm good to go now, and you know, I just have to wait a bit before I can kill legs in the gym again, but that's alright with me. I don't mind taking it easy on leg day. So yeah, that's what happened. You know, glad I went to the ER. I had that peace of mind of knowing what it actually was. That's my video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you later.